Hey everyone, this is Cool Kid here, and this video is going to be a One Piece theory video about where the final poneglyph could be. And before we get into that, I just want to say this, something I didn't get in the recording. When this video comes out, it'll be One Piece Day. Yes, it's been 23 years since the manga has came out, so happy One Piece Day to you, unless if you live in Japan, because that would be yesterday because of time zones and shit like that. So yeah, but still, happy One Piece Day. But yeah, let's get into the video. Oh, hey everyone, this is Cool Kid. We're doing another theory video, and we're talking about the possible locations of where the final poneglyph could be. The fourth and final one. Ah, man. Well, before we get into the actual theory discussion, I don't usually do this where I, recommend a YouTube channel just because they comment in my comment section. But recently, in my latest One Piece chapter review, I saw this. They made a comment. I looked at their channel, and I actually kind of like, so their content. It's One Piece content, so if you like One Piece, I mean, you sure you'll like their content. And I actually think they actually make pretty good One Piece videos. So definitely check them out. They are the Runaway Warlords. Yeah, Runaway Warlords. Yeah, they even have a better title than Cool Kid. God. Why did I name myself Cool Kid again? It doesn't matter. But yeah, seriously, check out their latest video. I'll probably put their latest video in the description, which is, oh yeah, they did the the 985 chapter review. So definitely check that out. And yeah, let's get to the actual theory, which the reason I kind of wanted to do tackle this theory is especially in the latest chapter where you got Kaido saying, "Oh, we will find the One Piece," and some people might just say he's saying that because with the ancient weapons, no one will stop us of getting the One Piece. But personally, I like to think he's saying that it's like, okay, he knows where the location of the final poneglyph could be. So I like to think it's that. It could be the other way around, but at some point I gotta tackle a theory about where the last poneglyph could be, especially since let's just tackle the basic details, okay? In Owen's flashback, we know the poneglyph, the last one that we don't know where it's in currently, was on Fishman's Island. The Last Road Poneglygh was right by Joy Boy's apology letter. So I do kind of find that interesting. And then in present storyline, when Robin goes to see the Joy Boy apology letter Poneglyph, it's nowhere need to be even seen. It's like I haven't read that chapter. I haven't read Fishman in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it didn't even look like there was another poneglyph that was even sitting near it or anything. No traces of it. So that begs the question: where could have it gone? And I'm just going to say this: I don't think it's going to be on Elbath. I know everyone, even me, who wants it. Oh man, the Straw Hat's final location before going to Laugh Tale is Elbath, and I still think we're going to hit Elbath before we hit at some point of the story. But I'm starting to think it's less and less likely, unless I don't know, Shanks has some kind of secret connection to Elbath or something, but who knows. So I do got well, before we go into locations, I do got possible 4 different characters who could have moved the Poneglyph. Okay? 4 different characters. I'll just, do them quickly right now. We got Neptune, okay? Neptune, Whitebeard, then we got Blackbeard, and then we got Shanks. Yeah, these 4 characters that I think that, might have moved the Poneglyph. Which one could it be? It's probably Whitebeard or Blackbeard, but a part of me is like, God, I really wanted to be Shanks really bad. I'm sure there are other characters. Some people might think it's like, what if one of Roger's old crew, like Rayleigh or Scopper Gabon did it? That would be cool. I mean, that would be cool, but I honestly don't see any purpose of Rayleigh moving it. And I mean, I guess any random member of Roger's crew could have done it. And I don't have enough information on that, and I guess I'll have to tackle this at some point. But I know people are saying Yamato's Odin's logbook will tell the location of where the final Road Poneglygh moved to. And my problem is, well, yes, there will be more information that we didn't learn from the flashback, and Yamato will tell us all on Owen's logbook, but here's the thing, guys. Anything that's written in Owen's logbook, he still has to, stuff that he would encounter himself. So, nothing about, things he wouldn't know just won't be in there. Like, there won't be a whole section about, oh man, a whole section about the Rock's crew. He just won't know about that stuff. So you gotta put that in perspective. And honestly, there's no way of me seeing Owen's logbook of having Odin, knowing about where the Poneglyph being moved. The only way I can think about it is maybe like they went to Laugh Tale, and while Owen was about to leave, one of them, I don't know, the Roger crew, like Scopper Bond said, like, "Hey Odin, I'm going to go back to Fishman Island to get the Road Poneglygh and move it somewhere else. Okay? Oh, that's cool. Maybe I should write it down in my logbook." I really don't see that happening, but yeah, just want to knock it down some. Yeah, let's go into all of them. So Neptune. Neptune. It would make sense for Neptune to move the Road Poneglygh, since there's just a bunch of pirates coming in ever since the Great Pirate era started. And to get the One Piece, you would need Road Poneglygh, and so it probably would be in his best interest to move it somewhere else off of Fishman Island. Where is that exactly? I have no clue, because just due to the fact that they're fishmen, and well, I don't know, especially with the royal family, I don't know where he would exactly move it. Like with with the rest of the characters, I could at least get possible locations, and I could just say, well, it's maybe a XXO island, but with Neptune, I really can't. There was really no island I could think of that has like such a connection where it would be a good hiding place to put it with the fishermen and the merfolk. So I have no clue for that, but I think it's a possibility that at least Neptune moved it or thought about moving it. So put that out. Next we got Whitebeard. Whitebeard, I think, is way more likely than whatever the hell Neptune's possibility was. But Whitebeard, you gotta put one in retrospect that he didn't care for getting the One Piece, and also he just didn't care. He didn't like the the great new pirate era where basically just any random gang was like, yeah, what's cool? Being a pirate. So a bunch of people just raise out the drainage and just decide being a pirate's cool without what it really means to be a pirate, I guess. So in my eyes, if Whitebeard were to move it, he didn't want to just give it to anyone. He probably wants to give it to someone where it they actually matters or deserve to get the One Piece. So that would make sense, right? Okay, but the question is, where would he hide it? I do got one location with Whitebeard, and that is, well, Sphinx Island. The island that, Marco was at and protecting everything. Sphinx Island is actually not a bad place to hide it because it's a very, well, it's kind of secluded, and even getting to the village is really hard and it's hidden. So it would actually not be a bad hidden place to put it at. And I don't know, Marcos tells Luffy like, oh yeah, you want the final Road Poneglygh? It's on Sphinx Island. I can lead you the way or something. But well, that is definitely a good location to keep the fourth Road Poneglygh at. I actually think there's also a problem with it, with the fact that Whitebeard wanted to keep Sphinx Island out of danger and be peaceful and everything. That kind putting the Road Poneglygh there would actually kind of, when you think it would be kind of doing the opposite, where it would bring in a bunch of pirates. So I like, well, Sphinx Island would be a cool place to put it. Part of me just says, no, Whitebeard probably wouldn't do that. It would probably just be some random island. Like, I could even see at the end of Wano, after Whitebeard's said and done and defeated, and Marco tells Luffy, like, yeah, I know you want where the last Road Poneglygh is at. Well, I do know where it is. It's at that island. That island with the thing, Majig. Yeah, it's that island. It's at that location. So that's a possible location where it could be if Whitebeard hit it, but it's probably just a random island that we don't know of. So just giving my possibilities. Then we got Blackbeard, because now with Blackbeard, you have to put in the pretense that even after Whitebeard took control, a Fishman Island, and he didn't, like, I don't know, decide to, didn't even decide to move the Road Poneglygh at all. That would kind of, you have to put that in that pretense. But Blackbeard, him being part of Whitebeard's crew, he could have easily moved it. He could have easily moved it in secret, probably. Like, maybe when he was still part of Whitebeard's crew, because I think he was in contact with his crew. His crew that would eventually form after he killed Thatch. So maybe he could have been like, hey, Burgess and Van Auger, I want you to get that Road Poneglygh and take it in secret. Or hell, he could even after basically during the 2-year time skip, and after basically the Blackbeard crew basically became Yonko, they could have just, taken it there and bring it back to the, I think it's the Beehive Island, what's it called? The Beehive Island. That's, one place I would like to put in. It makes sense, but I don't know. I have a problem with it because I really don't want, like such a direct, Straw Hats and Blackbeard Pirates confrontation until after Laugh Tale, because that's what I think. And I mean, it's actually even a possibility that Blackbeard has it, and he finds out Luffy has all the etchings, and they go to the island, and Blackbeard's like, oh yeah, I'll give you the etching of the Last Road Poneglygh, free of charge. You can do it, whatever. And obviously he's going to follow them there. So that's a possibility, but I just don't like that fact, because that would require a much earlier confrontation with the Blackbeard Pirates than I would like. But hey, putting it on the table. And now we got the fourth one. We got Shanks, who personally, I really hope it's Shanks who knows where it's moved. So with Shanks, I do actually got a couple that more than one name locations that I thought in my head when it came to Shanks. Okay, well, not name, but a little bit more. So with Shanks, he's part of the Roger crew. It would kind of make sense that he would move it. So for locations where Shanks would have moved it, possibility number one, I don't know, his quote unquote home base. His home base. His all the Yonko, they have one island as their home base. I don't think we've seen it for Shanks at this point, but yeah, his island where it's his basically home base. That's one location. There, it makes sense. That's what basically Big Mom and Kaido did. I guess possibility. Well, okay. For number two, it could be just some random hidden island. But three, I like this theory. I thought, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, that would be cool, because because you still gotta think, what would be kind of a location where Kaido somehow found the location of this final Poneglygh, but he couldn't just exactly walk there. And I thought, maybe Shanks Island, but this came across. I was like, what if it's Roadstar? Let me pull up the page. Lodestar, goddammit. Sorry, it's not like Elsinars are the same thing in Japanese, but Lodestar, okay? This one's kind of this one's interesting if you guys kind of forgot about Lodestar. It's basically the island where all the paths and the Grand Line and the New World, where that there's a bunch of paths. All the paths lead into Lodestar, the final island. And I say this because it was mentioned by Roger in the Odin flashback. I think that he was the first one in 800 years to reach the island of Lodestar. Okay, I gotta keep my track straight. Lodestar. The Roger crew were the first ones to reach Lodestar in 800 years. So, well, obviously, shit could have happened in between that time and now. Maybe freaking Big Mom or freaking Kaido could have went to Lodestar. But what I like to think is, Lodestar's interesting because there has to be something to it where you can't just easily access it. And, Shanks was probably on Roger's crew at the time. Actually, I don't know when he joined Roger's crew. Okay, that was a mystery. I actually legitimately, I don't know when he joined, but it's I think it's actually very likely that he joined and he went to Lodestar, and with Lodestar, you would find about how there would be a final island that would go, and you would reach Laugh Tale if you find the fourth Road Poneglygh. So there's that. But I like to think if Shanks went there while it was on Roger's crew, I'm pretty sure he would be able to now, and he would put it there because while it is I guess a very known location, it's generally really hard to get to, where even the likes of Kaido and Big Mom, they probably haven't been there, and hell, they might have even trying reaching there, but it's just not that easy. It's really not. Like, I don't know, whatever, when you actually get closer and closer, it's just almost impossible to get. But Roger did it, and I'm sorry, but I am really all up for this theory where it's like, oh yeah, Straw Hat's the final location of the final Road Poneglygh. It's on Lodestar. But it may be the final island, but it's not easy to get to. I really like this theory, and I want it to be true, but it's probably not going to be. But that's all I really got with this theory. I don't want to try to think of anything else, but I mean, I don't know. I would think it's a perfect location where it's a very known location, but it's hard to reach to, and it's a perfect place to keep generally hidden unless it's someone worthy of Roger's treasure. Well, I guess I'll say this last possible location, if it's Shanks moved it, it's probably maybe Elbath, because I don't know, I keep hearing, I'm just saying Elbath because when I want it to be Elbath, like everyone else, even before the information about, in Owen's flashback that, where it was, originally located at. But, God, it would be so cool if it was at Elbath, because, that Elbath one day, maybe, I don't know, like, you've heard those theories about, Shanks being connected to Elbath somehow. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe Elbath, maybe not. Actually, where are we at? 24 minutes. I feel like that's kind of short. I don't know why. I don't know if I've been going on long or short enough about this video, but I hope you liked it. I really wanted to discuss this because I really do think, in this arc, or hell, it might not be even when the arc's, finished. Like, some point a little bit later, like in a couple of chapters, Kaido could just drop like, oh yeah, we know where the final Poneglyph is at. It's on Lodestar or Sphinx Island or some other place. So I like to think, it's probably even going to be name dropping, a couple chapters, and I don't want to jinx myself and be like, oh man, I should have made those theory videos when, the hot was, oil was striking gold. But just want to give out this opinion. I don't know. Next, I forget. I never actually. Okay, I'll do this since it's I know it's the end of the video, but in the chapter I said chapter review, I said, I don't know if there's a break or not, because I read the yeah, I read the unofficial translation first, and I didn't have no dates or nothing. But yeah, no chapter next week, or in this case, this week, because I think it's the entirety of Shonen Jump that's, you know, on break. So it's not just a One Piece thing. So it'll be back next week. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll probably do some review for some series, or I'll figure out something to do for, I guess, the review this week. But what else? Yeah. I forgot to mention this, which is something, I don't know why I missed this, but at the, you know, latest chapter towards, I think it was on the last page, where we see Okiku, you know, sad and crying, and, you know, her blade bloodied. I don't know how I completely missed this, but yeah, did she kill Kanjuro? What? Yeah, I'm after looking at that, I'm like, dude, Kanjuro might be fucking dead. Like, you know, I don't know. I feel like they aren't going to, you know, off-screen Kanjuro, but it's definitely a possibility. I mean, if Rochi is quote-unquote really dead, but, you know, if he's really dead, then their Kanjuro might be really dead. So, I don't know, we'll see with that in the upcoming chapters. I mean, you know, it'd be, I mean, I guess it would make sense for Okiku to just knock Kanjuro down, but, you know, am I missing anything else that I missed through the chapter review? No, I don't think so. So, yeah, I guess this is an end point, but, even though that we've found possible locations, soon we'll find where the Last Road Poneglygh is at, and I think whenever we find that out, I think it's basically Oda saying, look guys, One Piece will be ending soon. Maybe not in a year or two, maybe it'll take 5, but we're in the start of the last great saga of One Piece. I really think, you know, when we find out the location of the 4th Poneglyph, it's going to be pretty evident that we're in the final saga of One Piece. But yeah, until then, let the mystery be solved. I don't know. Like, do you like me ending these videos, like, trying to make myself sound cool, and then be like, yeah, I freaking hate that. Yabato for Straw Hats.